Well, hello there, folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another new week, another new video, another brand new video. This time it's a wee bit of a re-review. I'm carrying on that little season I'm doing. I'm going to tackle some old friends from the past, some old whiskies in the shelf that might need replacing. Am I going to replace them? Am I not going to replace them? Today, it's the wonderful Glencadam 15. If you're new to whiskey, then you might not be aware of Glencadam. It's one of those under-the-radar distilleries. If you're aware of Glencadam, if you're a geek or you're a nerd, you'll know all about Glencadam. So Glencadam's one of those whiskies, it's beautifully, this is 15 years in ex-bourbon casks, no finishing, no nothing. It's just beautiful, natural product, 46% ABV, natural colour, and it's also non-chill filtered. So it's beautiful, beautiful whiskey. Glencadam's been around since 1825. Varied, checkered past. It's been opened, it's been closed, it's been mothballed. It was purchased in 2003 by Angus Dundee. I don't think it's looked back since. It has a core range 10, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 25. I've got 5 or 6 of their bottles on the shelf. They do some special bottles, some cask release ones, single casks, lots of special stuff going on. For me, the whole process of Glencadam is it's honest, good, honest whiskey. And the prices, I think, at the minute have been pretty reasonable. Straw colour, it's maybe not quite straw, it's maybe a light gold, light amber maybe, light copper, that kind of thing going on. 15 years in ex-bourbon cask, so this is a wee bit different because I'm a sherryhead guys, but bourbon, ex-bourbon, this is lovely, this is bright, fresh, fruity. Glencadam is known as a really, really fruity. It's a Highland distillery, this one. Doesn't really mean much, but it almost smells like a space cider. It's got that real fruity thing going on. Bright, fresh, fruity. Little bit of tropical fruit going on, maybe melon. Possibly banana. Loads of apples, loads of pears, loads of stone fruits, peaches, nectarines. It's light. It's malty. A little bit of grassy thing going on. Maybe some fresh cut grass. But it's fruity. It also has this cereal thing, breakfast cereal. Maybe breakfast cereal with maybe some fruit in there, maybe some cherries, maybe some berries in there. Honey, vanilla, some soft baking spices, cinnamon, nutmeg. It's an absolutely fantastic nose. It's inoffensive. It's so easy to get on with. It's accommodating. It's welcoming. It's one of those beautiful, beautiful whiskies. So, guys, I know we've nosed it. We're going to taste it now. We're going to send it down the hatch, nice and responsibly, of course. So, without any further ado, let's see what it tastes like. Wow. Okay, here's a thought. This is such a wonderful, wonderful nose, but it doesn't prepare you for when you actually sip it. A lot of whiskies, you get similarities on the nose. It's very similar, all those vanillas and toffees and things and cereals, and you pick up at the palate. This is a wee bit different. This is a different experience. The experience for me is all about the palate. Everything, all the thing. The nose is wonderful, and it's inoffensive, and it'll suck you straight in. But it doesn't prepare you for what's coming next. So once you taste it, it's spicy, it's punchy, it's a little bit assertive. It's letting you know that I'm Glencadam 15 and you're going to follow my path. But at the same time, it's light and it's delicate. So if you're going to add water to these guys, be careful when you add water. The water, I don't think it needs it, but if you just want to play around with it, if you have a bottle, then play around with the water. But be careful, just do a couple of drops at a time. Don't go crazy with water because I don't think it needs it. It's light, it's delicate, it's super fruity, it's mouth coating. It initially comes in a wee bit dry. Not for long, then the fruits kick in. It becomes really super juicy fruit. Juicy fruit. It's almost like the sweet confectionery thing going on. Different kind of, cherries, strawberries, raspberries, a bit of lemon fruit going on. There's that opal fruits has got a whole batch of fruity things going on. This whiskey's very much like that, but it's nutty. Almonds come in. That cereal there, it's a nutty cereal, but it's spicy, it's oaky, and it's woody. It's grassy. It's got so much going on. I'm really glad that I'm doing this little series because I'm going back to whiskies from back in the day. These whiskies need shouting about. But at the same time, are they is some of the whiskey distilleries taking it for granted and not producing great stuff? I don't think Glencadam comes into that category. I think Glencadam is consistently putting out great whiskey. So yeah, guys, wonderful, wonderful stuff. This is ranging round about the 60 to £65 mark here in the UK. I'm not too sure how it is in global markets. Maybe things like the States, and maybe you're under a radar in the States, and you may be able to pick these up for super great value. So yeah, finish wise, it's spicy, nutmeg, cinnamon, oaky. There's a wee bit of saltiness on the finish. It's a creamy, salty. There's always a wee bit of a kind of some sort of pudding going on, some sort of doughy. Whether that's there's a grassy element as well, but it's that outdoor grassy baker confectionery. So if you're walking through a baker's and you have that baker's smell, it's got that freshly baked bread smell going on. So it's absolutely fantastic. It tastes like fresh bread. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. Wow. Glencadam 15. How you doing, my friend? What would we score this one? I think I scored it an 89. I think I did it maybe a year ago, a year and a half ago. I'm not too sure when I did it. 89 out of 100. This for me, guys, is taking me back down memory lane. This for me is a 90. I'm going to increase it to a 90. So it's 90 out of 100 for me, this one. Super, super stuff. It's complex. It's got enough going on. It's outdoor. It's grassy. It's malty. It's fruity. It's a super, super fruity whiskey. But at the same time, it's got this beautiful complexity to it. There's a lot of stuff going on. No sherry involved, which a lot of you guys would be happy to see that I'm not doing a sherry whiskey for a change. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Glencadam 15, guys. If you've not already tried this, get out and pick one up. This is not an advert for Glencadam, by the way. So this is just my love of this whiskey. It's been a while. The whole point of this little series, guys, and just to recap, is over the last year or so, there's been less and less official bottlings on the channel. It's been more new stuff, new distilleries. We have to do Ardnamurchan, we have to do Nean, we have to do, we have to do indie bottles. I know I've done a little indie series, which is great, but these are the bread and butter. And hopefully the distilleries are taking notice of the new distilleries and they're cracking up and they're keeping this stuff great. Fantastic stuff. I'm looking forward to picking up another bottle of this one. But guys, that's it pretty much. If you like the channel, you know what to do. You hit the button, click, all that. Share the video. Check out the Patreon page. Big thanks to all my Patreons. Big thanks to my channel members. If you want to come on board and help the channel out, feel free. I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. As always, don't forget to send some great whiskey straight in the hatch. And remember, the pleasure is always in the sharing. See you in the next one, folks. Cheers now.